Let's take a few minutes to examine the strategy of utilizing a calcium loop within the Recovery 2.0 thermal reduction process to assist in the recovery of resources. The Recovery 2.0 system is an innovative approach to manage the treatment of residual waste materials in a sustainable method, by treating waste as a resource, while assisting with the world's demand for clean water and clean energy by using thermal reduction. Within the Recovery 2.0 process, we have focused some efforts on a number of strategic processing cycles that leverage the properties of certain materials, that may act as a catalyst or reactant to assist in our overall recovery efficiency. Some of the key materials that we utilize are alkali and alkaline earth elements. Today we would like to focus on the step-by-step use of a calcium loop processing cycle. Within the calcium loop we use calcium hydroxide as an absorber, to aid in the collection of dilute CO2. The reaction of CO2 in a calcium hydroxide absorber column facilitates the capture and conversion of the CO2 into calcium carbonate. In a further step, with the use of heat in a kiln reactor, the calcium carbonate is converted into calcium oxide, which in turn releases a concentrated CO2. The regenerated conversion of calcium oxide back into calcium hydroxide produces an absorber medium that may be used to collect dilute CO2 in an absorber column. The production of calcium hydroxide supports the extraction of exothermic energy harvesting. This style of calcium loop may be used as a fundamental cornerstone in the Recovery 2.0 process, especially in the case of carbon dioxide or CO2 management. In order to extract value from the recovery of CO2, the collection and concentration of the CO2 is essential. The recovered CO2 may be converted into carbon monoxide in a hot carbon reaction. The carbon monoxide may be utilized as a powerful reactant that may reduce hot iron oxide into high purity iron, and some amount of residual CO2. This residual carbon dioxide may be directly regenerated within the system. An alternative path for the extraction of value from the recovered CO2 is in a methane synthesis reaction, either for direct use as recovered natural gas, or for the further recovery in a methane pyrolysis process to be refined into pure solid carbons. In either case, the reliance on the calcium loop in order to be able to recover such essential materials as iron and carbon is a basic fundamental process of the Recovery 2.0 system. The recovery of other calcium materials, such as calcium chloride and calcium sulfide, may require a more detailed discussion at some other time. We intend to discuss additional facets of the energy and resource recovery sectors at some point in the future. Until then, please feel free to contact us at your convenience. Recovery 2.0 is a project developed by Waste.net, in an effort to reinforce our belief that as rational human beings, we must accept the ultimate responsibility to leave future generations with a safe and sound environment, and a world that has not been depleted of its resources. Please feel free to visit us today at www.waste.net.